Crack that suey sauce. So, like I said, we found our niche, bro. We might just have to be those guys that, Junior's young. It's a lot of little guys that got to come up to 147. They coming. And they might want a softer opponent. So give us a ring. You know what I mean? And we're affordable. I'm not going to say we're cheap. We're definitely affordable. We're affordable. You know what I mean? We would. Hey, our brother Shakur Stevenson. We love Shakur. Shakur. If you ever come to 147, Wally is my brother. Shakur, if you ever want to come to 147, call your little bro right there. You know what I mean? Let's make that happen. We're affordable. We're affordable.
What you guys think? Hey, look, speaking of, last person to call somebody out on my show, they got the fight.
Yeah, I mean,
Quentin Randall pulled up over here at welterweight, 13-0 with 3 knockouts.
Yeah.
He called out Brian Norman Jr. 24-0 with 19 knockouts right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
And they fighting on top ranked ESPN. Would you want to fight Brian Norman next? Like, would you be interested in that? Or Quentin Randall, the winner of that fight?
I'll let Junior answer, then I'm gonna give you my answer to that.
I don't care. I think we know Quentin. I mean, I don't care. I'm down to fight anybody. We just named bigger and better guys than that. So fighting them ain't nothing. You feel me?
So I'm gonna answer that. So the guys that I just named have money. So I don't recommend my son to fight Quentin, and I don't recommend my son to fight Brian because they can't afford us. Now, Mike Jr., on the other hand, doesn't give a fuck who he fights. His father and manager, those guys can't afford us. I just named all the names I named. They all have money, Mark.
You said affordable. That's why I brought up. You said we're affordable, so I was like,
yeah, affordable to millionaires.
That's why we said not cheap.
Put some respect on this damn name.
Shout out to Brian Norman and his father.
Bosses in here, man.
Hey, shout out to Brian and his father. We respect what they're doing because we're also a father and son team. Shout out to Quentin, who's 13-0. He's still up and coming and building. But right now, brother, we build our record to throw that hook out to get big fish. You know what I'm saying? Because fighting Brian Norman and fighting Quentin, that's easy to make. You know what I'm saying? That's at the end when we don't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? But we like money. And I know it's possible because look at the AB fight. Look at the AB offer. You feel me?
Yeah.
6 figures was a lot of money for Mike Jr. Brian Norman and Quentin ain't bringing 6 figures to Mike Jr. You understand what I'm saying? If Brian Norman and Quentin bring 6 figures to Mike Jr., we'll take those fights ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So, again, that's me talking. Mike Jr. don't care. He'll fight those guys for the little top-ranked money and all that stuff. Me, his father...
No, I mean, money, I'm talking from a boxing standpoint. I'm not going to say I'm scared to fight them, but, like, when it comes to, like, business, I mean, I agree with you saying.
Yeah, we got it. We had a whole AB sit there and we're about to bring home 6 figures, and we're gonna go back to fight on top rank for fucking 15 or 17,000. Come on, Mark. So those guys are doing what they're supposed to do, making the fight for them. Shout out to those guys. May the best man win in a fight. But we throwing our hook out there for other shit. My son's a prize fighter.
It's muted, Mark.
What do you guys think of Crawford calling out Canelo? Do y'all think that's a leap too big? How do you guys feel about something like that? Going from, because you're a guy that cuts weight, make weight, but you know what it feels like to be in there sparring with bigger guys. As good as he is, Canelo 168, did you guys think that was something that he could do?
Crawford, go up?
Yeah, the 168.
I think he got the skills and the ability is definitely there, but I feel like that weight going up will definitely play a part. That's all I'm saying. I don't know the outcome. I don't know how it's going to be, but I feel like that weight going up is going to play a major part. But he definitely got the skills to go in there, compete, and possibly win, though. I can't say that.
What about you, Senior?
I think I love Bud. It's my guy. That's our guy. I think he should stay in his weight class. You know what I mean? I understand everybody want to be great. Huh?
I said, well, at least like go up to 50 or 54.
Yeah,
I think you know what is going to eventually happen? The same thing that happened to Canelo. You're going to run into a big ass guy and get beat. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I think it's a bad idea, but man, I can't put a limit on a man's greatness. You know what I mean? Because he fuck around and go beat Canelo, and then he'll see me and Mike Jr. somewhere or send a message and say, I told you motherfuckers that I was going to do it. You know what I mean? So, but me, you know, never let somebody else's fears become your own. So I don't want my fear for him to become his. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a good idea. You know, sometimes Mike Jr. be checking me, like this fight right here. I didn't want Mike Jr. to fight Witz. You know what I'm saying? Mike was like, nah, I want that. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's the second time you said that.
Yeah, I didn't want Junior to fight that fight.
Why?
Because you know, we took this fight this year, and I wanted him to chill out, you know what I mean, and train. And then when I seen the guy's record in the beginning, I said, oh, this might be kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? But then when I did my research and I seen the confidence that my son installed in me, like, Dad, I got this. Now I feel more comfortable. You feel me?
Talk to that again. Speak on that, Junior. Like, where does that come from with your confidence? And like, hey, look, and talk to me about the fighter's perspective, talking to your dad, you know, your business partner as well. And you telling him like, look, this is what we need to be doing with the company, the Mike Williams Jr. brand, Mike Williams Jr. boxing brand company. We need to fight this guy next. I want to fight this guy. Talk to us about that process and convincing him that, hey, look, I got this, Dad.
I mean, this is a fight that I knew dude got a great record. It's another good opportunity to have on like my boxer underneath my belt. And we was gonna fight for a world title. So I mean, just pretty much just come up to my pops and all I gotta do is just tell him like I'm good, I'm for sure, and we make it happen. But with me, man, all I need to do is watch a minute to 30 seconds of an opponent to let me know if I'm good or not. So once I seen the dude record, it kind of like you said, worried me. I ain't worried, but like it's like, oh shoot, you know, this is somebody for real. And I just looked them up. All I need is a good 30 seconds to see somebody to determine my situation or decision.
30 seconds.
Hey,
30
Bob,
to a minute.
Let 3 out.
That's all I need right there.
So Mark, let me say something to you. So let's look at Mike
Jr.
too.
Sir, you said
that's for anybody.
That's for anybody. Yeah. I mean, like if it's somebody like I'll look more into it, but like to determine like for real, like you know whether it's gonna be serious or like a serious or like a different levels of seriousness. All I need is a good, like I said, a minute.
Hey, Mark, that's real what he's saying. Think about it. In real life, you would look at a joke across the room. You be like, I'll fuck him up. I can beat him.
Yeah.
You can be at your job, Mark.
Yeah, as men, we size dudes up all day.
Yeah, you in the break room. You see this nigga, you like, I'll smack the shit out of this nigga. You know what I mean? So that's the same thing with boxing, I guess.
But Senior, I'm a different type of monster, though. With all due respect, I mean, I'm like that with everybody.
You're just gonna smack the shit out of everybody. Be careful. So look, I'm glad.
I didn't say I will smack anybody or I want to smack anybody, but I'm gonna put on me against anybody.
Yeah, well,
because
I don't. You don't want to be crazy either.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like you. I'm going to the weaponry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a very special set of skills.
Yeah, I feel you. On that.
That's a little personal.
That
was towards somebody.
Hey, look, I'm Craig from Friday, nigga. I'm grabbing the brick.
That was towards somebody.
Hey, so here's the thing. I don't want my son to make no mistakes. Okay, let's look at it like this, right? Somebody might look at Mike Jr.'s box record, right? Mike is 21-1. they're gonna look and say, he ain't fought nobody. And
Right.
then when he did fight somebody, he lost. They not knowing that Mike can really fucking fight though.
And
You see what
it
I'm
was the
saying?
weight, right? That y'all shouldn't have been fighting at that weight anymore.
Nah, we shouldn't have. I fucked up on that. I take the blame on that. We dared to be great. I fucked up. I ain't perfect, right? So we shouldn't have went down to 140. However, I'm just saying the guy is 33-2. His 2 losses against some guys that can fight a little bit, right? So what I'm saying is I didn't want to fall into a trap because it wasn't a lot of information out on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact that fighters, regardless if we fought guys with bad records, these motherfuckers, they always come to fight Mike Jr. These niggas start taking vitamins and shit. They start praying, and they do extra shit to give them a boost. So I was just like, yo, we just gotta be careful. But once Mike Jr. installed in me that, hey, I got this. You know what I mean? That's all I needed to see is Mike, because I'm not the one in there fighting. You feel me? So that's all I'm just saying. We gotta be careful. We gotta be people should be very careful with us. If you think Mike Jr. is easy work, you gonna fuck around and find out.
Yeah, because the fight they go to is that JB fight, and they probably think the same thing. They can watch 30 seconds of that, and they think they got me. But the good thing about that fight, I might have lost in how it happened, but like, you don't really know what I can do. You feel me? Like, you don't know what my fighting style is or whatever off of that loss. You just think about yourself, like, offensively. You just think I feel like a lot of guys not gonna have a plan B or C against me. I feel like once that, I can't rush them or I just can't come in, they ain't gonna know what to do no more after that. Cause that's what everybody go to. Even the trash of the trash, they think they can just rush me and overpower me to win.
Cause you lanky, right? You kind of tall and lanky. They were like, I just got to blitz him. I'm stronger.
Pretty much, yeah. And like I said, they go off of that JB fight too. So
I got a message, Mark.
Didn't he miss weight for that? Y'all was supposed to fight at 140. Is that right? Didn't he miss weight? I'm looking at his box rate. Look like
I came 2 under, bro.
You came in at 138.5. He actually missed weight, right? He came in at 140.25. Correct?
No, I thought you made it.
Nah,
140.25 over here. Say he missed weight.
Wow, they lied to us then.
Yeah, on the official box rate is 140.25 pounds. He's over 140.
Cause at the weigh, and then they say 39 point something.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Mark. They lied to us.
It's 140.25. He missed weight. You came in at
138.5.
Yep.
They lied to us, Mark. So on your show, it's the first time we ever seen that or knew that. We didn't check it or nothing. We took their word.
Even at the actual weigh-ins, you know how they call out the weight.
He said 139.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is recorded on BoxRec.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I got a plug with the guy from BoxRec. He's gonna be one of my guests too. The guy who actually does a lot of the data. He's been with BoxRec.
So that's fucked up, man. If they did that, because he had to go. He was supposed to go and lose that. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. We dared to be great. We took a chance, and we lost. We ain't tripping. You know what I mean? You got to feel it. Mike felt it. I learned. That shit won't happen again. I bet you nobody else will see that Mike Jr. in the ring with them. But I want to say this, Mark.
Yes, sir.
To people that's watching this, fighters.
Yeah, it's people in the chat right now. They in the chat right now talking.
Yeah, I know a lot of fighters want to fight Mike Jr. A lot of dads want their sons to fight Mike Jr. We built up our records, right, to fight who the fuck we wanted to fight. Okay. When you reach out to fight my son, reach out with some money, man. Reach out, make it worth it for us. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we're going to pick and fight who we want to fight because we're independent. You know what I'm saying? So the only person that can actually break that is the person who actually signs us. And then we'll fight who they tell us to fight. So, was that claps? Was that?
No, that's my
God damn, I was about to say, was that deep? Huh? Was that deep, bitch? I got ghosts clapping and shit.
It wasn't. It was far from it. But I will say this though. I will say it's very far from clapworthy. Some would say, man, it's too early for that, man. Like it's not like like you guys, I get it. You got offered the AB fight for 6 figures, but you guys, the fight never came to. Like, are you gonna hold out for another one of those?
Now we're gonna keep building and fighting who we want to fight, and then make ourselves available to somebody who offers us a nice deal. It's not my shit was clap worthy, Mark, because I'm speaking for my son, you know what I'm saying? So that's us. So once that AB situation made Mike Jr. stock go up, so you can't call me with $10,000 for my son. You can't call me with $15,000 for my son. That's what we paying niggas. Now you see what I'm saying, Mark? See, I didn't want to go there with that. So if you calling me with 10 and 15, that's what we paying niggas. We independent. So how you gonna pay us 15,000 or 5,000 more than what we paying niggas? Come on, man. Come on, bro. This is our career. Or you don't have to fuck with us. Go fight somebody. Because look, in boxing, wolves hunt wolves. So while you fucking stalking my son, or you talking about you want to fight my son, or my son would beat this nigga ass, it's a nigga that want to fight you. So how come you ain't turning around fighting the nigga that want to fight you? You feel me? See, that's the shit people don't talk about. I want my son to fight Mike Jr. I want to fight Mike Jr. Well, we ain't fighting you, nigga, so who you gonna fight? So turn around and fight the nigga that want to fight you. How come you turn down fights? You feel me? I gave you our reason. I'll tell you straight up, no, sir, we don't want to fight. You can't afford us. Period. Now give me some claps, Mark. God damn, nigga. You feel me?
You sound like you had a target right there, sir.
Nah, man, I just no, so I know boxing and I know people talk, bro. And I know a lot of people are watching this and they need to. So the people that are watching
rumors that somebody called your son out?
No, nobody has ever reached out to me in except some like North Carolina fighters, something like that. Nobody has ever reached out to me and said, I want to fight your son in a professional fight. So you know what I mean? And if they did, I would tell them the same exact thing. So here's the thing. That's go ahead. You look like you had to say something. Yeah.
No, I was actually about to do I'll write it down because I want you to cook. And I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Yeah, talk to me, man. That's why we here, Mark.
A lot of times on the show, we like to talk about the business.
It's muted again.
A lot of times we like to talk about the business of boxing, right? Talk to the audience.
I didn't hear you. Say it again.
A lot of times on this show, we like to talk about the business of boxing. It was something that I started back in February of this year. That's how I got introduced with Christy Martin. You know, and things like that, right? She was one of our guests for that week. And talk to us about being an independent promoter. How is the process of somebody coming to you with the bag? Do they have to have a major deal? How would that work? And how does that process go?
No, you can
because they're trying to. Because there's some guy out there who wants to fight you guys, and
it's a bunch of them,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they want the name. They want the name, and they want the record.
You know, we got and we built the record up for that, Mark. You know what I'm saying? So we built the record up for it. So they want that. You know what I mean? They think we're a soft target and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Mike Jr., talk to us about that. You tell us what you think. Tell us what you think about that thing, that situation.
What are you saying, man? So what was the question again?
Right. The question was, how do you feel about fighters calling you out? Talk to us about that.
My bad, fellas. I had to piss on niggas. Yeah. You know, niggas get to texting Mark, ask him this, tell him this, ask him this. We been called him out. We been wanting to fight his son. Nigga, y'all niggas ain't trying to do shit, nigga. Bring that motherfucking money, nigga. If you trying to fuck us, nigga, we high class hoes, nigga. You gotta bring the bag, huh? You want some of this King William Jr.